There we go. We are live. What is going on, Houseology Live fam? Thank you so much for tuning in today. It is Monday, the 6th of 2025. Oh my gosh, Robbie.
Yep.
We made it to 2025.
I know. We both had great New Year's Eve shows, too.
We did. Guys, thank you so much for being patient with us. We didn't have a show last week either, did we?
No, we ended up, because,
We just had a lot going on.
It was a busy week.
The end of the year is just wild, but we made it. We made it through.
Yes. I'm so happy with you. You know, sometimes I wonder, you'd think by this point in time in the week we'd have this all together and we could just bloop and everything would just come up and we'd be stress-free.
No.
That's not how it works, folks.
No.
That is not how it works.
No. But we did it. We're here. We are streaming. We are live with you guys on YouTube. We are live on the .com, humblehouseradio.com, in case you didn't know. We are also live on Instagram and Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
We are everywhere right now today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us again. We have a great interview for you today. We have Soy Pasha coming on. We don't have any sound effects today. Our guy Rich is out. He's had a busy. He's had a bit. It's been, guys, you have no idea the life of a DJ, Bales bondsman.
Yes. He keeps himself pretty busy, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's
sound guy.
Sound
builder.
Yeah.
Things like that. Yeah.
Well, we miss you, Rich, and we hope your dog gets better. Another tip, keep your rat poison away from dogs. So, yeah, it's a thing.
Well, they get into everything and stuff like that. So
They do.
You'd be surprised. I got a bag of a weed killer in my shed that for some reason the mice really like.
Oh.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But it doesn't kill them, by the way.
No, it's just a snack for them.
And it's a bug thing, too. I don't know. Oh, there you go.
Weird.
You can come to us for everything you want. Music tips, gardening tips.
Insecticide tips.
Pet raising tips. We've got them all, folks.
We got it all, guys. You're live right now. I am DJ Ketone. We've got Rave Daddy Robbie to my left. Welcome.
So, yes. So you had a show over New Year's. Why don't we talk about yours first?
Okay, sure. We had Concrete Jungle, and that was a fun show. It was me and Tex Flex all night.
I like Tex. He's a good
Tex
guy.
is a good guy. Yes, very good. He's got a couple residencies around, and he decided to bring the Humble House crew on for a lot of the things. Oh, Soy's giving me a shout. One of us may have to get him soon. But so we were there all night, and it was a masquerade party. It was a great show. Upstairs and downstairs was fantastic all night. People were vibing as Afro house, Latin house vibes all night. We did touch a little bit of tech house. We got to touch some tech house a little bit. But we stayed pretty much on par all night for the vibes, and people are loving the vibe. People are loving the Afro house, Latin house vibe in the city. I didn't know how receptive this city would be to it, but they showed me on New Year's for sure. And then we had you at Saigon.
Yes. For
New Year's.
Yes. Me and the lovely DJ Volume and the lovely DJ Sakali as well. Yeah, we ended up, that was me running that whole night. I was super excited. I was really happy again that Saigon Blonde gave me the opportunity to do that. And, I put a lot of time in this year, myself and Curtis and Chris, and we put a lot of time into getting the sound a lot better there. And I think it's probably one of the better sounding venues in downtown St. Pete, especially right now, especially when I walked around New Year's Eve night. I'm not going to mention any venues at all, but I definitely think we were one of the better sounding ones. Volume opened it up and she killed it. And then Sakali came on and was all nervous like he always is. And then he killed it. And then I jumped on there, and I must have been on some magic jujubes or something like that this year because ended up throwing down a really great set. We killed it. It was packed all night long. And you know what? It's funny. You were talking about the Concrete Jungle, and you said you always had to throw in a little tech house and stuff like that. At classic New Year's, right? But I ended up veering. I wanted to go all in after midnight.
Yeah.
Like I was going to go for some more driving stuff and get a little bit more intense, go a little bit heavier dance music and stuff like that. And I started to veer off that, and I started to clear the bar out. So I was like, okay. And then I've been wanting to drop Bulletproof into one of my sets for the longest time.
Yeah.
And I have like 6 mixes of that on my computer, and one of them is called the Manhattan Click remix of it. And I managed to get it into that, and those kids didn't want vocal either. They were not having that either. I was like, whoa, 2 strikes in a row.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
right back. We're going to go right back to Commercial Tech House.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it was like 10 minutes into that, and the bar filled right back up, and so did upstairs. But you gotta do that, man. You got to be able to read your venue, and be able to adjust like that. And and it was funny. Then Volume and I, Sakali dipped out after his last set, and then Volume and I went back to back from 2 till 2:45. Just burnt the building down. Like they were still picking up the cinders when we did our Thursday night.
No doubt, man. I've played with you guys all year long, and I know you guys can hold your own, and you guys kill it every time.
Oh,
every
thank
time.
you.
And let's see. We had a few more things to. Oh, we had we did a. Just as for the recap section, guys, we're in the recap section of the show, just in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Normally there would be a copywritten song played by Rich by now to let you guys know that we were in a recap version. But
and then about 30 seconds after this, we would be black because YouTube would ban the video.
Yeah.
But
today no ban.
Aw.
So Concrete Jungle, we did a first Friday with. Just in case people don't know now, we have a residency every first Friday. The record label has a residency every first Friday at Concrete Jungle. And this past first Friday, they let us do something new where we had the upstairs open and the downstairs open. So downstairs was is the same vibe as always. It's the jungle. You go downstairs, it's green, there's trees everywhere, the bar is fantastic, you get Afro house, you get Latin house, you get all of those vibes.
There he is.
Yo! What's up, brother?
Pretty sure I could direct him here.
Nice.
Here, squeeze in between us. Like
Nice.
just come on here. We're kind of just going from the hip today anyways. How are you doing, man? Nice to see you.
Yo, we got everybody jumped in. What's up, Shelton? Everybody made it. They made it. So back to the recap, guys. So we did. I'm looking for some headphones for you. See if we can get you some headphones.
Oh, I have an extra pair right here.
Nice. We had the upstairs and downstairs going on Concrete Jungle for first Friday. Upstairs, the House of Skankas did a takeover. I opened up the dinner into the all-out shit show that we had. So we went from dinner into this House of Skankas vibe. So dinner was more like deep house, very chill, very funky. And then we go into the House of Skankas takeover, and they started at 10 and to close. And downstairs we had the Humble House Records first Friday, where we had Evie and Ye open up. We had Ryan Rose go next. And we
quite a few people on that one.
Closed it down. We had Vanity closed it down for us. Really, the whole night was fantastic.
It's great when it goes that way too.
You couldn't ask for more from that much chaos. That was. I thought that my vision was for upstairs to be chill, but I'm kind of actually glad that it went the direction it did, because it showed what could really happen in that venue, and that was on a minor scale. That was really minor, the way that it could have been done. It was like maybe a week or two of promo, and because we had to get the okays from the venue. But that amount of promo, I mean, House of Skankas, they draw no matter what, though. They have a really good rave following. So they touch on it very good. And they had some excellent players out there. They had Two Clutch and Lexalo were supposed to play, but they couldn't play that night. So they had Figgy fill in for them. I've never heard him spin before, and he had people who. Okay, so the point of the upstairs and downstairs was to have. We had the Afro house, Latin house vibe going, and then when people needed a break from music, they would come upstairs and they would chill or they would dance or they would whatever. The point was to keep them there with the vibes. And he brought the vibes. People would filter in from the street, and then they would go downstairs. They would hear that. They would hang out. They would come upstairs, and instead of leaving, they would sit and listen to his funky set that he put on. It was some at first when I went upstairs, I hadn't heard it again. I had never heard him play before.
I don't think I've heard him play either.
And I went upstairs, and at first I was like, "What's going on up here? What is this?" And then I sit there for a moment, and he just absolutely murdered the vibes. I mean, I couldn't stop moving myself, and I was just going up there to like, see what was happening and to check it out. And I'm like, I'll catch myself up here like vibing, like, oh, what is this music that's happening right now? What's happening right now? I think it was funk. Some kind of funk or something that he was playing. I don't know. Never heard it before. It was funky. It was good. Had me moving. And it was so good. Shelton was there all night, too. Yeah. Yeah.
The upstairs vibe was definitely something that it was something that was needed. And when he brought it.
Yeah.
He definitely brought
Yeah.
The vibe and the attitude and everything that we needed for that upstairs.
Absolutely. I love that. And it was good. It was the vibe that we needed from oh wait, Johnny was after me. So Johnny's always fire sets. Always fire set. There's not a time I've ever heard Johnny play a bad set or even like nowhere near it. You know what I mean? Like not even an off. And you would like get an off night.
Hey, there she is.
Then have D Money in the building, y'all, with a Celsi.
Yeah, there we go.
I didn't say the full name. They got to pay us some money for that.
Yeah.
They got to pay us for that.
Oh my gosh, it's branded everywhere.
So Johnny, never a bad set, killed it. Then Figgy went on, murdered it to keep the vibes going. And then this guy I've never heard of before either, Z-Worth, came in and shut it down. I mean, that was my favorite set of the night.
What was his name again?
Z-Worth.
Where is he from?
I don't know.
How did he show up in there?
Yeah.
So he was House of Skankas.
Okay.
They did a takeover for the upstairs. And if everything works out right, they'll be our upstairs residency for upstairs. Keep those vibes going.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
If everything works out right with venue liked it, which I got good feedback from them. They loved everything that happened. But Z-Worth shut it down. I mean, the kid's good.
Good.
The kid you would love him. You would have loved what he was playing.
Love the music or love him? Which one is?
Both.
All right, well,
both.
Right,
both.
Just to see where you're going with.
Your character matters.
Yeah, there you go.
Your character matters.
So he did like some really driving tech house, and it felt like techno at the same time. I can't put my finger on it, but it was something. None of the tracks he played.
Tech house.
Yeah, I didn't know any of the tracks he played.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
So that was amazing. He shut it down. I absolutely appreciate House of Skankas, Lexalo, 2 Clutch. Thank you guys so much for doing that for us. And also Lexalo made that flyer too, which was banging too.
Yeah,
it was fire. Banging flyer.
Fire. They do their thing. For
Yeah,
sure.
they're
very good at selecting their artists and their lineup.
Yeah.
They take very time on that.
They have a good hand, a good foot in on the rave culture and what it's
Very
about.
good taste.
Oh, something I mentioned in my thank you post for New Year's and that I made a joke about it. I said, I wish I took more photos, and I had taken 2 pictures on my phone, and I had 1 video from the whole night, and I promise you that it did not do the entire night justice in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And then I made a joke and said, well, that's my toxic DJ trait. I'm a horrible marketing guy.
Yeah, it's not easy, man.
Yeah,
it's not easy.
Well, it's that and all the social media stuff and things like that. I just can't. It's not necessarily the old man in me. I just don't have time for it.
Yeah.
Like it takes a lot of my friends. People around his age and stuff like that, they can crank these things out in like 7 minutes and then it's all fine. But
I can't do
for
that.
Me, it takes me like 25 minutes to get something out of it, and then I misspell something, have to delete it all and start from scratch.
OCD. There you go.
Oh my god!
I'm the same
yes,
way.
yes, it's terrible.
Yeah, we are working on our marketing for sure. It's one of the things for 2025 we talked about. We're gonna get somebody that's gonna help us for sure.
Somebody with interest. When you have interest in that,
Exactly.
you go hard. You go
Yeah,
hard.
but
Like
they're the
music.
people that are good social media people are really good social
Yeah.
media people. They like
Yeah.
love to do it.
Yeah,
Like
they love to
they-
network
suddenly
and all
you hire this person and you go from 3 posts a week to 17 posts a day, and
Yeah.
you're like,
Agreed.
what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
But then at least you're like, well, at least I'm getting my money's worth.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to do that.
Yep.
I'm definitely not going to do
Yep.
that. I am a graphic designer by trade and doing that all night long. So the last thing that I want to do is actually do more graphic work in my spare time in the middle of the night when I could be mixing or producing or whatever it is that I do on my spare time.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, guys. Do we have anything else to recap for the weekend? Do you?
I want to say something about
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Okay, so the kid Ryan that was before Vanity this weekend downstairs.
Okay. Yeah. Ryan Rose. Yeah.
I don't know if you were down there for his set
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
He absolutely crushed it.
Yeah, I love that.
Dude, it was an amazing.
I did catch some of his set.
And everybody was moving. Vanity, Cole.
Yep.
Dude.
Yep.
Vanity, the way he crushed it, and it was unfortunate the way everything went down right there at
Oh
the end.
yes.
But that was out of
What, did
everything.
something bad happen?
No, nothing. It wasn't bad. Okay,
Spill the
so
tea.
so we.
What did you say?
Spill the tea.
Oh, yeah.
So the tea is the plan was for us to close upstairs at 2. Like House of Skankas, the upstairs close at 2. We filter everybody downstairs till 2:30 for the close for the final of the night. And I guess the bar had a different idea. They closed the entire bar at 2:00. And so we filtered everybody down from upstairs to downstairs. And at the end of the night, we have a bunch of people waiting for the night to close. And then we had to shut the music. So that was if we had Rich
Well-
here, it'd be like, whoa.
Boo. So this is one of the things, and I'm not talking bad about the venue or anything like that, but I'm just saying that that is one of the kind of challenges when you're playing a Concrete Jungle, because upstairs is in fact a restaurant for those who don't live in the St. Petersburg area.
I know that.
The upstairs is actually a restaurant and stuff with a
Yeah.
bar,
Yeah.
and if you walk by, it looks like a restaurant with a bar in it. And then they have downstairs, which is this great henceforth Concrete Jungle. It's all done in concrete. It's beautiful, lots of plants, really, really good sound system, a whole custom bass system down
Yep.
there as well, which is really cool.
Yep.
But unfortunately, it's all downstairs. This is a very historic building. It's really neat. You got this old ancient like oak staircase that you walk down all the way.
Yep.
That they've been doing shows down there for a really long time. However, though, it's hidden in the back
Yeah.
of the restaurant area. So if you do come to St. Petersburg, Florida, and you are going to go to Concrete Jungle, it may look like it's in fact closed upstairs, but it is not. You go in the front door, you go to the back, you make a U-turn, and then you come down the steps, and then now you're in what is Concrete Jungle. And I don't know, like, it was great when you guys were doing the upstairs downstairs thing, which is a bar from my hometown a long time ago. It's closed now, anyways. But because I had an upstairs and downstairs.
Yeah.
But that's what's nice about having both levels doing something, because now the whole venue looks open.
Yeah.
But the restaurant part of it closes by like 11 o'clock, but
Normally.
the bar venue goes till 2.
Yeah, and so that's the reason why we had that I pitched the idea for them to have us do something upstairs, and while we're doing something downstairs, but we got to stay open all night, all right? Because the people want to drink. Okay,
And they
The
wanna party,
People
and they
want to
wanna
party.
dance.
They wanted to dance that
They
night
wanted-
so hard.
Dude, they were dancing
So hard.
When that music went down, everybody was like, "No!"
Yeah, they were not having it. It wasn't a
That's
thing.
a good experience
But
as a DJ.
but it was a learning experience, and we talked. I talked to the venue. We let them know what was going on, and we're waiting on feedback for the next First Friday.
Nice.
But I think that was a good. Thank you for bringing that up, and thank you for mentioning Ryan Rose and Vanity and everybody that because they really all did a great job, a phenomenal job.
Most of them from the Sarasota area, yes.
Yep. Ryan Rose is from Tampa. Vanity's from Sarasota.
Yep.
And Evie and Ye were from.
I guess they're from Tampa.
The first Tampa too. Also, Volume opened, and she did a little surprise set and opened it up for us that night, which I've heard nothing but great great praise from her for opening that up and the way she did it too. She loves Afro House and progressive and all that kind of stuff. So she did a fantastic job. Babe, Volume, we miss you too. Hope you feel better.
We miss you.
Shout out.
Shout out, Volume.
She has the stomach ache that everybody's been
She
getting.
has the ick that everybody
got
has
it.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
There are like 3 people in my office right now that are basically dead.
It's going around.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, it's
RIP.
brutal stuff. Now, I got lucky. I got it on the way home on an airplane back to Tampa when I was coming home for Christmas. I drove to the airport. Don't worry, I'm not going to get into details. Drove to the airport, though, in incredible stomach discomfort all the way up there. We get on the plane, and I am in my stomach is not unhappy. I'm in so much pain. I'm sweating. At one point in time when I was standing, and guys, I'm pretty solid guy. I can take a lot, and I'm standing in line to get on. I'm standing in line to get on the plane though, and I'm actually thinking about ready to pass out. Yeah, exactly. I'm about ready to pass out because it's that's how much I'm struggling. I get on the plane, I sit down, we're about ready to back up and take off, and there's a maintenance issue on the plane. So we have to actually all get off the plane, go to another gate, and get on a completely different plane. Oh. When we all got off the plane, I walked down to the other gate, and as soon as I got to the other gate, I got sick, and I had to run to the restroom. If we had not had the maintenance issue, I would have been 36,000 feet in the air and had to deal with that. And I'm going to tell you, what happened was nothing you would want to do in an airplane bathroom.
936,000 feet.
Oh my gosh, bro, it was brutal.
Nothing like joining the Mile High Club.
Oh, yeah. God, yes, the Mile High Club of getting sick. It was not, and so that actually ended up being a godsend that we had our maintenance issue. Oddly enough, though, after that, I felt great. Like, I mean, I actually started feeling better all the way, and everybody telling me that this stuff that's going around, it's about 24, 48 hours. It hits you really quick. You feel awful. You get sick, and then boom, it's gone.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm fortunate. I haven't had anything. I'm feeling great.
Well, yeah.
I'm staying away. I'm staying so far away from her.
Yeah,
babe, I love you, but
too late.
Heisman.
Too late. It's the 3 days leading up to this that you got to be worried about.
Yeah, I know. It's true. I do have one more thing on our recap weekend. The Henley, we didn't do anything. GC had a road to shipwreck at the Henley. Sam and I played as This Is Fun. That's our girl group.
Seen that.
We had a fun time.
I seen the videos. Great.
Thank you, brother. We had a fun time. Sueño opened it up. Johnny and GC.
It's Johnny.
Johnny.
It's Johnny.
It is.
Right.
It's hard for me to do that.
Like the Brooklyn pronunciation of
accent.
Johnny.
Yeah. Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like that, yeah.
My name was Johnny.
You're so
Johnny.
right. I got all right, let me
You want
enunciate.
to go out for a cup of coffee?
Yeah.
I just want some coffee.
GC and
what's
And he's,
Johnny.
and he's
Yeah,
from
what's
he's
going
from
on
that
with
area too.
Is he?
Oh,
Is he?
Do you not hear that accent?
No, I
He
never
has a-
hear his-
he has
But
a-
you know, I always talk to him when it's really loud, and I can hardly hear anybody when
Oh.
when inside the club.
Yeah.
I gotta have like a one-on-one with him.
I'm pretty sure he's from there. We should get him in here and find out.
We should.
Johnny,
You want to get
if
on?
you're listening, Johnny.
Johnny,
Johnny.
hit us up. We want to interview you. This is fun. That's me and Volume. We went after Johnny and GC, and then Zay closed it down. Which I don't know if you guys have ever heard Zay spin, but
I remember when Zay first
Zay's-
started spinning.
Zay's fire.
He had a tough time initially. I'm gonna turn this over here. So he had a tough time initially because there were some people that saw his talent and were threatened by it.
Really?
That's really what it came down to. It's jealousy,
Oh,
and this
man.
happens a lot. And
No, not in our scene.
he
What are you talking about?
he started just unfriending people. He was a part of Tovey and Friends when we first started Tovey
Really?
and Friends.
Zay was? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep. And then because he was like one of the he was actually one of the artists of our very first Tomorrow's Vibes event for Gasparilla.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So we had it over in Mango Lounge in Tampa. I
Yeah.
gotta go fight these people out.
Oh
here.
wait, Mango Lounge.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, I remember that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had my school bus out there.
Yeah.
My dad came down and drove.
Yes. That's a dope venue. That was a dope venue.
Yeah. It is a really dope venue.
Yeah.
So he was actually one of the openers
Okay.
for I think it was Friday because we did a 2-day event. and he marketed himself really well, and,
Yeah.
and he did really well, and I was like, dang, this